A few hours later, our road suddenly became what looked like a lake. We had arrived in Sizhuang village, where locals were battling against time to save their homes. After a change of vehicle, we decided we should try and make it to Fung village in Xinsheng again. More than 100 kilometers away, where the Shanghai rescue team and many others were desperately trying to rescue thousands of villagers stuck in a number of villages after the Wei River, just to the north, broke its banks, and the man-made Communism Canal to the east also flooded. While leaving Zhengzhou, we came across a construction worker named Wu Tao, who was trying to salvage his work van after it sat in flooded waters for 2 days. He doesn't have insurance, so he's come here to take his van apart pretty much, piece by piece, and try to salvage what he can. Tough job.
泡了有2天吧，前天能退了，前天能，它一直抽的嘛这水。你要没有买车险就不赔了。
你买了吗？
没有，面包车一般都没有买全险。买了一个3层险，100万3层险，没有买3层险。
Across the road at Zhengzhou Public Transport, dispatcher Wan Dengke offered to show me around their base.
所以有很多东西坏掉了吗？
哎，你全部都坏了，你像这个，
但是还能工作。
对，
所以必须要继续工作。
对。我们受灾了，但是我们一定会坚持下去。
坚持下去，
对，
必须要的。
Mr. Wang's workplace had been in up to a meter of muddy water just a few hours earlier.
所以那是司机回这里睡觉吗？
前2天就是水多的时候我们出不去，就是因为现在没水没电，我们这个屋子里面
还没电，
没办法打扫。慢点啊！慢点。
Mr. Wang saw us on our way and we continued towards Fung village. But that would be more difficult than we imagined, with nearly every single roadway blocked by flooding. Those roads where floodwaters had receded were filled with cars being left out to dry, a last-ditch attempt by citizens to save their four-wheeled pride and joy. After hours of detours, we finally arrived within a few hundred meters of the village when we were again blocked by a flooded stream. So all the corn around me here, it's a lot, hectares and hectares and hectares as far as I can see, is in danger of dying within a few days because it's completely flooded. If this water's not dredged out, these crops could be wasted, and that's going to be a huge disaster in and of itself. Just when we were about to give up, we met a resident of the village who said he could lead us in. We made our way through flooded streets and finally entered Fung village, the base of dozens of private rescue teams from around the country who'd come to rescue those trapped after the Wei River and Communism Canal broke their banks.
好吃吗？好吃。在吃什么？
盒饭。
哇，好不错。
谢谢你们，谢谢你们，谢谢你们，
太客气了啊！
谢谢你们。
你们是哪里来的？
山东烟台。
山东。
对，搞了3天3夜了。
我天哪，你们很厉害。
现在因为天黑了，这个救援的话水流急，然后这个小艇的话不能下去，比较危险。
哦，所以现在就开始。
现在开始陆陆续续撤，因为已经回的远的地方回不来了。 知道吧？
哦，懂了。所以明天会回来。
明天早上继续
回来继续。
对，救援继续。
我天哪，辛苦了你们。
啊，你辛苦了。
你们是本地人吗？还是本地人？
辛苦了。
你们是丰村的吗？
啊，是丰村的。
一点也不害怕。
一点不害怕，互相帮忙。
The captain of the Shanghai rescue team, Shayun, warned us it wasn't safe to remain in the area as the sun began to set, and promised to meet us at their local hotel the next morning. This is Shanghai's Sanqi Emergency Rescue Team, who drove here early on to help out with rescue efforts. So far, they've helped with the rescue of about 6,000 stranded citizens. They all have other full-time jobs, but head all around China to help out when disaster strikes.
我们这边其实80%以上都是军人出身，包括我自己原来在那个武警特勤，后来到市公安局特警总队也待过一段时间。也就是说，我们每个队员都是持证上岗，没有那些非专业的人员，像没有达到这个标准的，我们是不允许他进入这样一线的抗洪救灾现场的。达到这个标准，才有资格参加我们上海救援队到郑州的这个特大水灾的一个抢险。
The team are preparing to head back to Shanghai to help with the cleanup after Typhoon Infa made landfall there. They'll arrive home in about 14 hours. After that, we decided to head towards another hard-hit area, Wang Rui, where dozens of villages remained under deep water. The first village we came across was Shayun village, home to some 9,000, and in many places still under 2 meters of water.
You could see my legs are right in the water.
And there are some, this is a transport store, obviously it's got English there. The people are obviously cleared out. A local told me the water came rushing in here around midnight, catching everyone by surprise. Now all they can do is wait for the waters to recede. In the meantime, this local pooch was having the time of his life.
哇，好玩对不对？好玩，好玩，对吗？
A few hours later, our road suddenly became what looked like a lake. We had arrived in Sidruang village, where locals were battling against time to save their homes.
This is a village of about 1,000 and they're trying to stop the water from coming in, which just keep getting higher and higher over the last few days. The village just over there, of 5,000 or 6,000 people have already been evacuated. So now, just these people are left trying to stop the water from flooding in.
This digger was constantly bringing loads of dirt to the edge of the water as dozens of locals built a makeshift dam to keep the water at bay. What really struck me was that even as their village faced disaster, the locals seemed calm and were getting on with it. This little boy was keen to practice his English with me.
Cow. 猪呢？猪。
Pig.
Very good. 猪 pig.
And this young villager, busy working on the makeshift dam, was eager to take a photo together. But night was falling again, making it too dangerous for us to stay here. We headed back to Xinxiang to find a hotel for the night. By the fourth day, we decided to go and check out the entrance to Zhengzhou's Shakou Road metro station, where locals had been placing flowers in honour of the 14 who had died in a flooding subway. long time to think on our 950-kilometre drive home, and I was left completely touched by the locals I'd met who were doing their best in their battle against Mother Nature. And the fact that so many people from all around the country had dropped everything to come to Henan and help out really shows just how Chinese people come together in times of need. The private rescue teams I came across had left the safety of their own hometowns to risk their own lives, saving complete strangers in another part of the country. I was probably most touched by the people of Sichuan village though, who alone battled the rising waters of the Wei River, while at the same time keeping their composure and their ability to smile, and welcomed me in to document just a small slice of their struggle. If I ever get a chance to go back, I'd really love to see how that little boy's English is getting along.